So first, the most popular Rolex that's ever been sold, I think it sold at auction for $17 million, was the Rolex Daytona that belonged to Paul Newman. And if you're a 007 fan, more recently since the Pierce Brosnan films, you will see James Bond wearing the Omega Seamaster. But the original Bond watch that was worn in 1963 in Dr. No by Sean Connery was the Rolex Explorer.
Welcome to the Municibid podcast, where each week we bring you the latest from Municibid, new sellers, first listings, standout sales, auctions closing soon, product updates, customer stories, and answers to your questions. Let's dive in.
Hello, hello.
Happy Tuesday, everyone.
Happy Tuesday.
Be back. Municibid Mondays live on a Tuesday again.
Municibid Live.
We were hoping to have a big surprise for everyone today, a big announcement, but unfortunately it's out of our hands and we're not going to have it today. We are planning on the big announcement on July 6th at this point. So you'll have to tune back in after our nation's 250th birthday. Hoping that we could do it today ahead of our 20th anniversary picnic, which is coming up this Saturday. Sold out. We had a very limited capacity for the venue we're having it at. So unfortunately, we just couldn't have everyone come. We had a good meeting this morning just to kind of wrap up some loose ends and details. We have a couple of people joining us on Instagram live. William Menace 31, Fail 68, Duty Warrior 2P. Thank you guys for joining us today. It's been a busy week and really excited for the 20th anniversary picnic this Saturday. All excited about the band.
Yeah, we're gonna have some great live music, some really great local food vendors. It's gonna be a blast. Lawn games and some surprises up our sleeves for those who are able to make it.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. We have a lot of friends joining, buyers, sellers, partners, vendors. So yeah, it's going to be great. Brian Hostetter, thanks for joining over there on Instagram Live. We have a lot to share today as we head in. We're not going to have I don't think next week we're going to have a live stream. We'll all be coming back from the picnic, and it's just going to kind of be a busy week leading into the 4th of July. And on July 6th, we'll be having our big announcement. So you're going to want to make sure that you tune in for that. So Monday, July 6th, we're all very excited for that.
Yeah. And with the holiday coming up, we're always excited to hear during events-based sort of parties and gatherings how a lot of our buyers have put some of their Municibid gear or their purchases to use. So this 4th of July, if you were a lucky winner during our 20 Days of Municibid contest and you have one of our tumblers, or you're going camping and have one of our headlamps, and you want to show us and share some photos of your 4th of July adventures, please do. You can send them to team at Municibid or reach out to us on our live chat and share. We're always excited to see where some of that stuff ends up. And yeah, it's really cool.
Yeah, definitely. I really want to hear someone that won the guitar.
Yeah. I mean,
what they're doing with it.
Well, maybe we can reach out. I know they received it and they were extremely thankful. And it was really cool because it was a nice process communicating with them before we were able to send it out. Our friends at Sweetwater were part of helping us get that out to them. And they were really kind to fill the guitar case with a lot of Municibid swag and goodies on top of picks and other things. And I was able to communicate with the winner before, and they had the options of choosing a guitar finish and so forth. So I think as a guitar winner, they really got a great prize, and not just a prize that they were hoping for, but something truly at the end that they really, really wanted and kind of customized for them. Yeah. So it was really great.
Yeah, that's awesome. We love hearing not only what people do with the prizes they win, but also with the things they've won on Municibid. We always love hearing those stories.
Yeah. If
like we
if
had
you're one of
a,
our buyers that's picked up an old ambulance and converted it into a party wagon, and you're out there at a tailgate or something this 4th of July, let us know. I'd love to hear about it.
So, well, we have a lot of new sellers that we want to welcome that have joined last week. So governments across the country, we welcome around 50 governments and schools per month to Municibid. And we always enjoy seeing what they have to sell and getting them set up to have success with selling their items that they no longer have a need for. So we have Jeffrey Steckbeck at Fredericksburg Sewer and Water Authority in Pennsylvania. We have Alyssa Staples, welcome, from Bedford Free Public Library up in Massachusetts. We have Albert Costa Jr. from town of North Providence, Rhode Island. Welcome, Albert. We have John Bugby from the town of Wellfleet, Massachusetts. Ian Harrell from Butler County Conservation District in Pennsylvania. Katie Haley from town of Freiburg, Maine. Welcome, Katie. Amy Yo from Bradford Area School District in Pennsylvania. Tracy Blaker from Brady Township, Pennsylvania. We have Emily Griffin with the Washington County Engineer and Highway Department over in Ohio. Welcome, Emily. Christy Sullivan from Newcastle Independent School District down in Texas. And we have Adam Bach with the Accident Volunteer Fire Department in Maryland. So welcome all of you. We really look forward to working with you. Our team and I are excited to help get your first items listed, as soon as possible. Speaking of that, we have a lot of first listings from last week. Jameel will share here.
Absolutely. And also for one of the things I always love in seeing all the new sellers is just all the different places that we're coming from. And, we try to make it a point to get out to conferences and conventions and areas where all of our sellers are. So, from a lot of people here coming from Massachusetts or Rhode Island, we were just at the Ocean State Public Works Show last week in Rhode Island. And this summer, for the folks out here who registered from Ohio, Massachusetts, we're going to be down back up in the Northeast at the Connecticut Municipal Conference. We'll be out in Ohio for the NIGP Conference, Pennsylvania for the PSATS Public Works Conference. So as you're watching these webcasts, these live streams, and as you're talking with your colleagues and so forth, just please remember that we're always doing our best effort to come out and see you guys and love seeing you guys in person as well.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, as Greg was saying, always exciting to see some of our first listings when sellers get their first items up. We definitely have a lot of them, but we kind of just cherry pick a few at random here just to give everyone a sense of the variety of the types of stuff that are being listed. So we'll just go through a couple of them that were listed for the first time. And congratulations to all those sellers for their first listings. So I will just share my screen and we'll get some of those going.
Sounds good. All right. Remove this and add this.
All right. So we just picked a few first listings to share here from the Holderness Fire Department in New Hampshire. We have a 1997 Mack fire truck. Looks to be in really, really great condition for its age. As you can see, it's got some great views, has a great bid history so far. And we still have about 18 days to go on this auction. So, if this is something that you're looking for, come have a look. This fire department's done a really, really great job taking a lot of good photos and giving you multiple angles of this vehicle inside and out. So come and place a bid, have a look if it's something that you're interested in. Also from the town of North Providence, Rhode Island, we have this 2002 Freightliner. Again, a lot of great pictures you can see around it. 8 days left on the auction, so come and have a look and place a bid if you're interested in it.
Yeah, and that's Albert Costa from who I mentioned as a new seller as well. So they didn't waste any time.
They didn't waste any time, and neither did Adam Bach from the Accident Volunteer Fire Department. Oftentimes, people think the fire departments are just selling trucks or ambulances, but we see them sell all kinds of cool stuff. Last week, we had a fire department list a bouncy house that's used for training firefighters. We see them.
I was really surprised about that. I don't think I've ever expected to see a fire company sell a bouncy house.
Yeah, it's really
not a fun one.
Yeah. It's really cool, but these guys are selling a propane power generator. We could actually use one. We could use one of these. We got one for our picnic coming up. So you never know when these things will be handy and useful. But these are great ways to get power out there, have backup power. So come check this out. 8 days left on the bidding, and then. Going to Butler, PA, we have Penn Township, the road department over there. They're selling a 1967 grader. Pretty cool to see this thing still moving about. I actually talked to the guys and gals over there and helped them get this one listed. And we're really hoping for great things. All things considered, from 1967, this thing is still churning, still kicking.
A lot of value in these old graders.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And a great opportunity if you're looking for machinery and equipment of this style and caliber. And then, people always ask us, what do we sell at Municibid? It runs the gamut. Now, I know a lot of you guys out there are seeing vehicles, heavy equipment often, but, we can sell anything that a government or a school lists as surplus. So here, First listing from Bedford, Massachusetts, the Free Public Library. We got some chairs, and I believe they're going to have some other furniture coming up too. So congratulations on everybody's first listings.
Yeah, it's always crazy.
There's more. We could take up a lot more time out here to show them all. We just kind of like to give you guys a little bit of an array of what's out there, and just to kind of show that we, as you know, can really list anything. And so for new sellers that have still yet to list, who always ask us, well, can I list furniture? Can I list computers? Absolutely. Vehicles, boats, trains, planes, anything you want.
Yeah, and furniture is always an interesting one because, this chair new probably was a couple $100. And just the resale value on chairs is pretty low. So you just never know though. You put it out there and someone might have a need for that exact chair. You just don't know. So
all right,
cool. And then we have some some live auction highlights. Well, auctions that are live for bidding. And Jackie, do you want to go ahead and share those?
Absolutely. I have pulled about 5 listings that are ending in the next week, within the next few days, to share with everybody and go over. So screen up.
Another fire truck. Well, we'll take it.
This is a 1989 Mack fire truck coming from Marion Township in New Jersey. It's definitely a vintage truck here, but it seems to be in pretty good shape. It already has 17 bids. There is not a reserve on this auction. So whatever the final bid is, no worries there. And I do think it's worth noting because of the location. This one does have a 7% buyer's fee instead of our standard 9% buyer's fee. It's always something to look out for because the buyer's fee can vary based on the selling agency. So it saves you a little bit of money there. It does say that, it's a 6-cylinder diesel, 3-man cab. They have a lot of great information here. It says that it is air brakes, not regular brakes. Important to keep in touch, but all things considered, it seems to possibly run from the description here, but maybe something to follow up on because down here it says unsure if it starts or is drivable.
Always want to ask questions and go out. And I see that.
Yes, I was about to say we do have a lot of questions asked, but the good thing is the seller is responding very quickly. So somebody did ask, does it run and when was it removed from service? They said it was removed from service 2 years ago It will run, but it needs a new battery. So there you go. If that's a great lesson, that if the information you need is not in the description, please ask the question in the seller's listing page for the questions and answers section, and they'll get back to you. And it does have hydraulic brakes, it says. So there's a lot of good information here. Definitely read through this because these are questions that came up from other bidders, but the information is public.
All right, what do we have next?
Move right on to a 2016 Polaris Outlaw 110 ATV out of West Milford Township Police Department, New Jersey. It looks like it's in pretty good shape. It said that they have had it in storage for, I believe they said 1 year. It says it's in good condition and it has been stored for about a year. The battery does not hold a charge, so it does need a new battery, but otherwise there are just some minor scratches, particularly on the sticker located on the gas tank. The ATV does run, but it requires a battery jump pack to start it, and the winning bidder will receive a notarized bill of sale upon pickup of the ATV.
I like that it's hot pink.
Yeah, me too.
No, I like it too. And again,
you're not going to catch me riding around on it, but you'll
catch me on it.
There you go.
That pink and white reminds me of when I was a kid and used to watch the Power Rangers. They had the pink Ranger and the Red Ranger and the Blue Ranger, but it's kind of like even like diamond shaped patterns, like the uniforms.
Yeah. And just one thing before we move on, again, it's worth noting that this item also has a 7% buyer's fee. 13 bids right now and no reserve. And this will be ending on Wednesday, June 24th at 8 a.m.
We have D Sand over at Instagram Live joining us. Thank you for joining us. Please let us know where you're from.
Welcome.
Where you're checking in from.
All right. Next, we have a 2001 John Deere 6410 with an Alamo boom mower coming from Marion Township, Pennsylvania. This one is ending very soon. There's only 21 hours and 41 minutes left on it. We have 26 bids currently, and the reserve price has been met. So that's fairly good.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, it looks like it's in good shape. And they included a lot of pictures, which was something we love to see. So shows you all the angles, everything you want to see ahead of time if you're unable to inspect in person. And let's see. Yeah, it has the boom mower and a rotary head. It's been, it's got 2708 hours of use, carries the serial number. It's equipped with a joystick control and a 60-foot rotary head. 60 inch, right? Is that inch? Yeah.
Yeah, not a 60-foot. That'd be
really massive. The tractor offers four-wheel drive for excellent traction, and it has an enclosed cab with heat and air conditioning for operator comfort in all seasons. So pretty great. We do have a contact person if you'd like to inspect in person. No questions have been asked thus far. So yeah, we're at 26 bids right now and 21 hours to go.
Awesome. We have Biddle Riley and Adam P on Instagram joining us live. Lots of people joining us from Instagram. Let us know where you're from. We always love hearing it.
Definitely. All right, we got two more things to go through, and then we'll move right on. But we have a 2007 KME Predator Heavy Rescue Fire Engine coming from West Manchester Township Fire Department in Pennsylvania. It's currently, the highest bid is currently $77,000, and the reserve price has not yet been met. And this ends on Thursday, the 25th at 12 p.m. There's a lot of information about it, so that's fantastic. There's a lot to read through if this is something that would be useful to you. And if it is, if you're the winning bidder, we'd love to hear what you do with the fire truck. No questions have been asked thus far. We got some pictures from different angles. And it has all kinds of information about all the equipment that you see in the pictures and everything you need to know, but tons of storage. And if you're somebody that bids on a fire truck and wins and you're not using it to replace a fire engine in a fire department, we'd love to hear what you use it for, what you transform it into, because I think those are some of my favorite stories, is hearing what people do with these and ambulances and how they transform them into campers or trucks for work or whatever.
Yeah, it's really cool. We have a lot of construction companies that buy fire trucks and utilize them as a very efficient way to get water to construction sites.
Yeah.
So it's pretty cool the way people, the way our bidders are sort of, they have ingenuity and creativity in how they give this surplus a second life.
Absolutely. And it's really fascinating to hear about. So aside from wondering where everybody's coming from, we also love to hear if you win something, what you do with it, because it's just really fascinating. And we love hearing how creative people are. And the last item I'm going to show you is a 2004 Case MXC100 two-wheel drive roadside mower out of the town of Hanover, New Hampshire. We've got, some different angles here. There are currently 29 bids and no reserve. And this auction ends on Friday at 2:30 p.m. We have a decent amount of condition. It says this, it's in fair condition. It was used for municipal roadside mowing. Typical wear for the age, faded paint, minor surface rust, cosmetic imperfections, things like that. It does have some miscellaneous parts, and it does have replacement blades that it will come with. It was fully functional at the time it was taken out of service in September of 2025. There are a couple questions that have been asked. The seller is really responsive, which we love to see. So yeah, that's the last one I have to share with everybody today.
Awesome.
Very cool. Well, it's probably time to check in to see how Jameel did on the sousaphone.
All right. So you can share my screen. So last week, my cool item that I wish I could buy was the sousaphone.
There we go. There it is.
There we go.
Well, it hasn't ended yet.
I know it hasn't ended yet, but
we'll give an update.
We'll give an update. This is what I picked last week. Always excited when I see instruments come on here. It's the sousaphone, but it also includes, some drums and a lot of cool stuff. So it's a great buy if you're looking to outfit a studio, if you need additional music equipment for your school music program, or just a collector, or just a performer and a player. So I thought this auction, by the time it would end, my prediction was 750. And boom! Right now it's at 1150.
Sound effect or not? But
that was my attempt at a drum roll. There we go. But it's currently at 1150, so it's doing pretty great. And there's still 2 weeks left on the auction. So if you're interested in it, it's a great opportunity to get into a beautiful set of instruments. It's being sold at the Governor Mifflin School District, and that is in Shillington, Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
And this week,
what do we have? Yeah, I want to hear what you're looking at.
Yeah, this week's awesome. I'm super excited about this week's. This is definitely something I wish I could buy if I could. Just as a reminder to everybody out there, all of us here at Municibid, we cannot participate in the auctions, but over the years, there have been so many different items that we've wanted to have a chance at buying. So this week, we have some really, really special stuff. This is my pick for the week. We have 2 Rolex Datejust watches that are being sold by the West Milford Township Police Department. And I'm going to go on a little bit of a diatribe about these watches because they're amazing. So the Datejust is, for starters, anybody, I think at this point, if you've heard of a luxury watch, or if there's a watch brand that stands out across the globe that is aspirational and is just something that anybody would hope to be able to have one day, it's the Rolex. And now you have an opportunity to have it. They're just one of the most popular luxury brands in the world. And for a lot of people, not just a watch that they buy for themselves, but watches that they can hand down from generation to generation. These are super special. So the Datejust is by far one of the most popular models that Rolex makes. I think last year, actually, the Datejust turned 100 years old. So these are timeless, classic pieces. But these, in fact, so Rolexes are really cool because they rarely ever lose value. The market for them is really, really tight. It's hard to purchase a new one from a dealer. Sometimes similar to the Ferrari model, in order to buy a Rolex from a dealer, you've already needed to have purchased one before. So this is a great way and a great opportunity for you to get into a Rolex. These are both at 41 millimeters, and what that really references the size that it fits on the wrist. So the larger, the millimeter size is for a larger wrist. These watches go down to as small as 21 millimeters, which are generally ladies or unisex watches. But these are incredible, and there's some really cool things about the design of these Rolex watches. So the Rolex watches that you see here, Rolex actually invented the perpetual rotor. So for most of us wearing a watch today, we're familiar with the quartz watch. And the quartz watch uses a small battery that sends a current to a small crystal quartz, which vibrates and moves the movement. So the hands and the seconds marker and so forth. But prior to that, we used to have what are called mechanical watches or automatic watches, and that's still used today. And Rolex was the manufacturer of the first perpetual rotor watch. So before that, watches were hand wound. They have a spring that unwinds, and that makes the hands move in a clockwise rotation. The first wristwatch that was made using a hand wound movement was from Breguet, but Rolex was the first one to create the perpetual rotor. And what that means is that you actually don't need to hand wind the watch again. There is a counterbalance and rotor inside the watch that moves along with the movement of your wrist. And what's very cool actually today, if you can see it, I happen to have a watch that is automatic, that has a perpetual rotor and has what they call an exhibition back. So just as there's a crystal on the front, there's a crystal on the back. And I'm not sure if you can see it, but you can see that rotor.
Maybe I can do one of these. That's me.
Yeah.
Let's see. Yeah, there we go. There's a better shot.
All right. So if you can see it, there is a rotor here that moves as the watch is moving. So as that rotor is moving on my wrist, it is actually tightening the spring in the watch, which means I don't have to hand wind it, and it is just mechanically moving on its own. So, you know, the perpetual rotor was created in 1931. It's almost as complicated as a car engine. It's a pretty remarkable feat of watchmaking and just general engineering, and it's really, really cool. So these watches are fully mechanical automatic with a perpetual rotor. And another thing that is really rare, as you can see here, is that these watches were certified. So they have been opened up and they are in fact the real deal. And they come with their box warranty card and papers. So a lot of times what people have done over the years is purchase these Rolexes, they lose the box, they lose the warranty card and papers. But if you have the complete set, it's like the holy grail of holding on to a watch. So I'm super pumped about these watches. You know, we have sold Rolexes and luxury watches in the past. These are some of the most pristine condition Rolexes I've seen on our site, maybe ever. And they're really cool. Rolex uses their own formulation of steel, and they have their own foundry for gold. So they have the ability to really, really control the quality. And a little movie buff history about the Rolex for anybody who's interested out there. So first, the most popular Rolex that's ever been sold, I think it sold at auction for $17 million, was the Rolex Daytona that belonged to Paul Newman. And if you're a 007 fan, more recently since the Pierce Brosnan films, you will see James Bond wearing the Omega Seamaster. But the original Bond watch that was worn in 1963 in Dr. No by Sean Connery was the Rolex Explorer. So for all you 007 fans, the OG Bond watch is actually the Rolex, and this is...
I wonder why they switched to Omega.
I have the history of that, actually. It's pretty cool.
Well, we'll save that for another. I've already learned way too much about Rolexes today that I didn't know I needed to know. So
I'm just pumped. There's 8 days left on one of the auctions here. There's 7 days left on the other one. I think these things are going to really, really shoot up in value. If you have a chance to purchase this, it's a great luxury piece for yourself. It's something that you can hand down from generation to generation. And Rolexes rarely ever lose value. They increase value. The market for them is absolutely wild. And it's very, very rare that you come across Rolexes that are used on the market that are complete sets with box, paper, and warranty card. So yeah, great options. I'm excited for them.
And they're being sold by West Milford Township Police Department over in New Jersey.
Mm-hmm.
All right, fantastic. That's those are really, really nice. Yeah, they seem to be the some of the nicer ones that we've seen as far as conditioned listed on Municibid. So, well, why don't we move over to Sophie, who has some items from last week that have closed. Let's see. All right, Sophie, you there?
Yes.
Right. Okay. Oh, I forgot about your voice.
Well, it's a lot
We don't
better.
have to make it as long-winded as Jameel's.
Yeah, I definitely won't be, though. That was a really cool history about Rolexes and the mechanics of the watches that I had no idea about. So some items that ended last week. I wanted to follow up on the fire hoses that we had talked about a few weeks ago, and we'd shared some ideas of business opportunity to make dog toys, make wallets, purses, other items that you can resell out of all this material here. And these fire hoses sold for $775. And it was several different sizes, like 3,000 feet in total of fire hoses. So the winning bidder got amazing value for all of that material. Another item that sold last week was this 2009 Harley Davidson. Motorcycles are always a fan favorite. Definitely the police editions are really popular. This one looked like it was in great condition. And that one sold for $4,200. And that was from the city of Worcester in Massachusetts.
Worcester.
Sorry. I'm not from the East Coast.
I would have gotten it wrong.
Apologies there. Another fun item that sold last week is this 2018 Kawasaki Terex Green UTV. And this is a 4-seater. It's a pretty big ATV. Definitely looks like you could go have a lot of fun off-roading, enjoy the summer.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Someone's gonna have a lot of fun with that.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And that sold for $7,900 out from Shamokin, Pennsylvania.
Shamokin.
Shamokin.
Oh, the place.
It's actually where my family, well, my mom's side is originally from.
I have friends in
wow.
Shamokin, and you can just call it the AOAA. That's what everybody else calls it.
Yeah.
Okay. Good to know.
It's the coal region of Pennsylvania. So it's like an old mining town.
Yep.
And you can go there and like kind of hike around, and there's still like the heat and smoke coming up from the old coal mines.
Yeah.
Are they still
It's pretty
active,
cool.
those mines?
No, I mean, they're active in the sense that there's smoke coming out of them still, but no one is mining them as far as I know. I mean, it's been a very long time.
You can tour some of them, though.
You can what?
Tour some of them.
Yeah, definitely.
My dad just did that on Saturday in Ashland.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yeah, my dad loves coal mines. I've been in a couple with him.
Maybe
Yeah,
a
they're
coal
neat,
mine
right?
store will be our next Municibid retreat. We'll put it together.
Coal mine.
They're a little scary.
Well, we can take a field trip on our after our picnic.
Yeah.
All right.
Ed Snyder, thanks for joining us live. Ed is a longtime friend of Municibid from back in the day.
Welcome. Thanks for joining us.
Mine.
And the last item that I wanted to share that ended last week is this 2022 International truck from Sanford, Maine.
Yeah, nice truck.
Pretty new, great condition, definitely well looked after, and included the plows as well, both the front and the wing one, which some of the trucks do include plows. Usually it's just one. This one comes with the two. So it's a pretty sweet package deal there that the winning bidder got. And that sold for $50,000.
Well, we're
Awesome.
Really
praying for a lot of snow for the winning bidder of this truck this coming year.
Definitely, for sure.
I'm sure it'll put it to good use.
If you want to swing through my neighborhood, I could use the help. I've been breaking my back shoveling last winter. It was exhausting.
Yeah.
I think I need a more ergonomic shovel.
There's quite a bit of snow last year, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Or
earlier
this year, I should say.
Yeah, earlier this year.
Well, do you guys have a auction item I can embarrass myself by guessing the end, or guessing the high bid on for this week? Since last week I was completely off.
I think this will be a lot of fun because the market for Rolexes are pretty crazy. So I think you should bet and see where these end up.
Oh man! All right, let me pull them up quick again on my end here. Give me a second. We'll pull them up so we can all look at this together and we can see how much time do we have left on these.
8 days on the brown chocolate dial and 7 days on the slate gray.
Okay, so yeah, these will end by the time we have our next Municibid live stream, which is going to be on July 6th, which we have a very special announcement on July 6th. So please make sure you tune in for that. It's going to be a fun one. Well, let's see. I mean, I don't know. I'm not a Rolex guy. I'm not really a watch guy. My Apple Watch is fine. I think it's like, I don't know. I feel like it's like 5 or 6 years old. Maybe it's time for a new one.
Me too.
But listen, it does what it needs to do, which is honestly, I have this Apple Watch and all I really do use it for is to tell time. Maybe every now and then set a timer and then maybe track my workouts. But that's about it. I'm sure there's a lot more. Oh, I know there's a lot more I can use it for. I just don't really use it. I have all the notifications turned off on it, and so yeah, maybe a bit overkill. Maybe I should just go back to one of those like Casio computer watches.
Oh yeah, they're great. I have one. They're awesome.
With the full keyboard.
Yeah,
I felt like they had a full keyboard on it.
My nephew is really into math, and I got him one last time I went to go visit.
Well, let's see what I think these things are going to sell for. I don't know. I'm not cheating. I have literally no idea what Rolexes like this would sell for. So I'm going to say so someone write this down. I'm going to say the brown chocolate one. I'm going to say that's going to sell for $26,000. So we'll go 26,000 for that one. And then for the Wimbledon version, I think let's go with 21.
Got it.
All right.
We'll have to check back in on those on July 6th. I just know I'm going to be so far off on that. It's kind of crazy. But yeah, that's funny. Jackie, I think you have a few tips for bidders this week as well before we sign off. It's always good to share some of the tips and tricks to have a really nice experience on Municibid.
Definitely. I have a tip of the week for bidders, which is just inspect before you bid. One of the best ways to make sure that you're happy with the item you won is to inspect the item before placing your bid whenever possible. Photos and descriptions are always really helpful. The more information, the better, but they can't always tell you the whole story. Taking the time to inspect an item in person allows you to verify its condition, ask questions directly to the seller face to face, and make an informed bidding decision. If you cannot inspect in person, be sure to carefully review the listing and use the questions and answers section to ask specific questions before bidding, as we've shown you on all the listings that are live this week. And just remember, all bids on Municibid are final. So doing your due diligence before placing a bid can help you bid with confidence and avoid surprises at pickup. The winning bidder is responsible for completing the purchase, so it's always worth just taking a few minutes to check out the item before placing your bid.
Yeah, and you can find the inspection information and the additional information on this auction on the auction listing page. And then, of course, there's the Q&A section down at the bottom. This particular seller has not answered their question, so we'll have to make sure we get on them, which we already do. So we do have an email follow-up if questions are not answered by the seller to encourage them to answer to them. Now, sometimes the seller just doesn't have the information available. And so that's why it's important to go out and inspect the items yourselves, just to be sure, because sometimes they end up with items that they don't know the history of, or they don't have the ability to answer the questions about. And it's just, there people that are working in government wear a lot of hats, and the people sometimes responsible for selling the surplus items are not the people that know the history of the item itself, and might not be able to get that information. So it's always good to make sure that you submit the questions, because most sellers do answer them, but more importantly, if you can, take the time to go out and take a look at the item yourself, which pretty much all sellers will arrange for. So
absolutely.
Okay, well, I think that probably will do it. Do we have anything else? Did I miss anything for this week?
I don't think so.
I think we can stick to I think we've been pretty consistent with our 45 minutes of on the live stream. And then, of course, Sophie does an excellent job of kind of paring down what we've talked about and turning it into the weekly Municibid podcast, and which is really nice. So all of this is available to view on YouTube. So if you are watching on YouTube, thank you for joining us. Please remember to like and subscribe. It helps get the word out about these auction items, about Municibid and so forth. And then it also allows you to be notified when we go live. So we are going live again July 6th at I think we'll go back to noon Eastern on that day, just because of our big announcement. But we are considering changing the day and time. So if you find that a day and time works better for you, please let us know. We're exploring switching things up just to try out a different day and a different time to see if it works better. Sometimes Mondays at noon is not the greatest day for people, just trying to catch up and get started with their week. So we might think about moving the live stream to another day, but we are going to continue. Then we are taking next week off after our 20th anniversary picnic this Saturday. And then we will pick up after we celebrate 250 years of America. We'll be back on July 6th. So thank you everyone for joining us live today. You can follow us across social media at Municibid. And we look forward to seeing you on July 6th.
See you then.
See you guys.
Everyone, take care.
All right. Take care. Bye-bye.
Thank you for tuning in to the Municibid podcast. If you would like to learn more about the world of government surplus, be sure to subscribe to Municibid wherever you listen to your podcasts.